Hello, fellow Nigerians. This is your friend and brother, Dr. Haruna Goro. I want to use this opportunity to congratulate the different political parties that got together to form the coalition under the ADC party. This is a welcome development. Come 2027, Nigeria will be redefined as a nation with potential, as a nation that carries greatness, that I believe will be a nation to reckon with in the League of Nations, especially in Africa. Many Nigerians are not very sure whether this coalition is the way to go, given our history and the way people will come together, most of the time not because they have the interest of the people, but they are actually fighting for their own personal interest. It's always good to give people a chance. It doesn't matter what has happened in the past. We must be optimistic and believe that this time around, people truly mean well for Nigeria. I have a few advices I want to give to those that are part of the coalition. Knowing that you come from different political parties and you represent different interests, the only thing that can make this thing work is when you unite with a common vision that is not driven by personal ambition, but you have the interest of Nigerians at heart. If the opposite is the case, this is a coalition that is dead on arrival. I have an advice to give to the coalition under the ADC. I don't have any personal interest by doing this broadcast other than the desire to see a Nigeria that works. A Nigeria, whether you are from the north, south, east, or west, whether you are a Christian or Muslim, whether you are a man or woman, young or old, that everybody will be proud to call Nigeria his or her own country. We have what it takes to be the pride of Africa. But to be able to do that, all of us must be prepared to lay aside personal interest and start advocating and standing for national interest. Now you have formed a coalition under ADC. The question that so many people are asking is who is going to be your flag bearer come 2027 election? I don't want to preempt this, but my advice to the coalition is that you must be smart. You've done part of the job, but going forward, if you don't do the right thing as it has to do with the choice of who your presidential candidate will be, you may be shooting yourself in the foot and it will be game over for you. So if you want to bring an end to this evil regime, then you need to lay aside everything that has to do with personal interests or agendas. I would want to advise the coalition to consider a few points in choosing who should be their presidential candidate in the 2027 election. We've had presidents from the north. We've had presidents from the southwest. We also had Jonathan from the south, and he did one term. But there is a particular region that has been left out, whether knowingly or unknowingly, and that is the southeast. We've not had a representation in the presidency from the southeast. If we are serious with keeping Nigeria one, we cannot completely cut off one region from the presidency anytime we talk about the shifting of power. I believe this is the time we need to prove that we really want to remain one nation. Many of you may be wondering why all this agitation about Biafra. What else do you expect from people? Since we've not showed that we trust them to handle Aso Rock, to lead or govern this nation, since we have not showed any proof that we truly believe in them and we know that they are part of us and we are all Nigerians. We have not proved it, we have not showed it by our action. A lot of times people will say, we can't vote somebody from the southeast because of the civil war. But the civil war ended so many years ago. We all have come together as one united nation. So it is time for us to give a chance to somebody from the southeast. And I'll narrow it down to the kind of person I kind of feel will fit being a president that will shift Nigeria forward. Number one, why do I feel we need to give a chance to the southeast? Not just to the south general, but somebody from the Southeast. Number one, national equity and inclusion. The Southeast is the only major region in Nigeria that has never produced a president in the Fourth Republic since 1999. Supporting a credible Southeastern candidate would send a powerful message of inclusiveness, justice, and healing, especially after decades of perceived marginalization. A united Nigeria cannot thrive on exclusion. It is time to give every region a fair stake in leadership. Why should we give somebody a chance from the Southeast? Strengthening national unity. Doing that will strengthen our national unity. Nigeria's unity is under growing strain. Ethnic distrust, separatist sentiments, and regional grievances have worsened, presenting a Southeasterner as the face of a nationally backed, issue-driven coalition can do the following: calm rising tension, rebuild trust in national integration, giving the Southeast a fair chance in 2027, allows the ADC to actively counter the entrenched belief that Igbos are not allowed to lead Nigeria. A perception that has festered for decades. Let's be honest with ourselves. This is not the time to gamble. Nigeria cannot afford another lost opportunity. The coalition's greatest strength lies in its unity, and its greatest chance of victory lies in backing the one candidate who has already proven he can inspire, organize, and deliver. Now you may ask, who is that kind of candidate? It's my honest view and opinion. It's my honest view and opinion as a northerner that Peter Obi represents more than a person. He represents a possibility. A possibility that Nigerians can elect a leader who will work for them, not for self, not for power, but for the people. To the leaders of ADC and the coalition, if you truly want to win, step aside for the man who can take us all forward. Let Peter Obi lead. If you truly want to win and you don't want to divide the votes as it has happened before, we've never seen an overwhelming support for a candidate like Peter Obi, who just stepped into Labour Party just a few months before the election. And yet he had national support, especially from the biggest voting bloc that we have, and that is among the youth. We already have the obedience just waiting to know what is the way forward. And I wouldn't want this chance to be wasted in going through another primary where money is being thrown around to delegates, where people are being bribed to vote not on the basis of who has what it takes to change Nigeria, but they are using the fact that they've been given money to choose somebody. So it's my advice that Peter Obi already has what it takes for Nigerians to come out. Even if the election were to be today, I can tell you Peter Obi will win the election, win against Tinubu, landslide. But we must be smart and not allow the votes be divided. If you give Peter Obi a chance to stand, just know the election is already over. Tinubu is out, the APC are out, and they may never taste power in a very long time to come. Whether you're Christian, you're Muslim, whether you're from the north or south, whether you're Fulani, Hausa, you are a Birom, you are whatever language, Peter Obi is thinking about how to make Nigeria work. So we should give him a chance. And since Peter Obi has joined the coalition, and we truly want to see a change, I would say, Atiku, step aside. I would say, El Rufai, you're already doing a good thing by supporting Peter Obi. You said you don't have an ambition of becoming president. All you want to see is that you want to repair what you caused by bringing Tinubu to us. I saw how you supported Tinubu. So please, we cannot go from frying pan to fire. You people know from your heart of heart. Let's not allow other sentiments to blur our judgment. Even if there's going to be a contest of those that aspire to be flag bearers, At least it should be done transparent. No money should be put into it. Nobody should give anybody any money. And there should be no delegates. It should be an open contest where the masses are allowed to have their say. I believe that the leadership of the coalition will do the right thing. Nigeria is bleeding. People are suffering. People are dying. To change this nation, everyone must be prepared to lay aside their personal interest and fight to see the birth of a new Nigeria. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening. I still believe that a new Nigeria is possible. May God bless you all, and may God bless our nation, Nigeria. Once again, I remain your brother and friend, Dr. Haruna Goro. Bye-bye for now.